So the postman has kindly brought my new fuel pressure accumulator today, and I'm just going to go ahead and fit it. Fortunately, it's a pretty easy job. This thing is not hard to remove at all. You've just got the clamp on the bottom there and a couple of lines to disconnect. This is what the new one looks like straight out of the box, and I've already undone the screw for that accumulator, and I'm just checking that the part number is the same, because you don't want to remove this and then find you've got the wrong one. And that is the new one, just dangling there for the moment, just to stop the fuel gushing out of that suction line, as it will do once you've disconnected it. Just have to disconnect that front connector now and take it out. And as you can see, there's absolutely no fuel pressure whatsoever, so there's no leaks going on. So this job is actually pretty easy. And that's the new one reinstalled now and ready to go. All in all, this job's pretty easy, aside from the fact that it's so damn expensive. Now we'll just test it for leaks and hope that we are done back here and this cover can go back on. Right, it's a while later. I've made myself presentable, and I guess it's time to test start this 124. It was brought up to operating temperature, and it sat for a while. Previously, this was always an issue with that previous accumulator. Now it is as hot as hell today, so there's no way this thing has cooled down that much. Let's see if this car is still going to annoy the hell out of me, or if it's going to start properly now. Was this a waste of $400, almost $500, or was this repair successful? Well, goddamn. That's more like it. Okay, I'm going to take it for a drive now. And you can see it's definitely warm today. And I'll let it sit for a while and then try and restart it and see how that goes. Hopefully, I can have my confidence restored in driving this car without embarrassing starting issues because of that failed accumulator. And by the way, this 430 is going for rego inspection next week. Let's see if I can pass a second car without failure. There wasn't really that much to do on it. I just need to next clean out the underside of the car and under the engine, just make sure it's nice and clean, because I haven't even done that since spilling oil etc. everywhere. And just need to fix a bit of a hole at the battery drain plug area because of yeah, a little bit of corrosion there. It's nothing major, it's pretty simple. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. I haven't fixed the air conditioner yet. That is on my to-do list. Hopefully they do not fail me for that, but I doubt it. It's not really a safety thing. So Blue Black has driven flawlessly on this test drive. I might just need to check the what do you call it, the duty cycle measurement for the idle mixture, since the fuel pressure may have changed slightly since that massive leak from the high pressure side to the low pressure side has been rectified with the replacement of the failed accumulator. I mean, it probably shouldn't have made a difference because the main fuel pressure regulator up the front was still passing fuel, so it wasn't completely overwhelmed. I don't know if that's the correct word, but yeah, it still had fuel flowing past the regulator, so the pressure was probably still within spec. I have been on a decent drive. You might be able to see the difference in before and after odometer readings. I'm just going to go home now, give it a while and test start it, and hopefully it still starts, and maybe we can put this nightmare behind us for a while longer. I'm thinking maybe next time I have a costly issue with the KE-Jetronic on this car, I may consider ripping it all out and installing EFI. It is kind of something I've always wanted to do, and I don't know if I'm ever going to sell this car. I don't know that I should. It's not really costing me anything, so I might just hang on to it. Let's see how my 35-year-old vehicle starts after a bit of a heat soak, after a 100 or so kilometre drive, or thereabouts. Let's see if that almost $500 repair was successful. My word, that's the way it should be.